Lesson number 2 in logic. So today we're going to look at negating statements. And by the end of today's lesson, you should be able to write and identify negating statements for any simple statement. So let's remind ourselves quickly of what we looked at last lesson, the simple statements and the compound statements. So here I have written 4 statements. If you eat sweets, then your teeth will rot. The sky is blue and not brown. There are 6 students in this class, and you can either use the chair to sit on or to stand on. I'd like you to work out which are simple statements and which are compound statements, and then give the simple statements a truth value. So remind yourself of what that means, pause the video, and work it out now. Okay, so a little bit of a trick, because there is actually only one simple statement here, and that is there are 6 students in this class. That is the only simple statement, because it doesn't give another option. If you eat sweets, then your teeth will rot has the if-then conjunction in it. And so this is not a simple statement. The sky is brown and not blue uses the and not conjunction. So this is not a simple statement, it's a compound statement. The sky is blue would be a simple statement. And you can either use the chair to sit on or to stand on, has our or here. And remember, we had the inclusive and the exclusive or. So this one would be inclusive, because you could do either of those things. You could stand on the chair or you could sit on the chair. Okay, let's move on and have a look at our negating statements then. So a negating statement is where we take a simple statement and we give it a letter to represent it. In this case, we're going to look at P. We can then write the negation of that statement, otherwise known as not P, or represented by this symbol here, which you'll remember from last lesson when we looked at the different symbols. Not P is basically the direct opposite of P. So it negates it, it goes against it. Now, because P is a simple statement, it must have a truth value. So let's imagine the simple statement, I have brown eyes. So that's going to be my statement P in this case. And my statement P has a truth value of true. My not P could be I do not have brown eyes. So that there is another simple statement, and it has the truth value of false. Now, the statement and its negating statement are always going to be opposites. If one is true, the other one must be false. So we can draw a little table to represent this. So let's see here, if P is true, then not P must be false. But if P is false, then not P must be true. This little table we call a truth table, and it shows the relationship between P and not P. There is another way that I could write not P though, and that would be I have blue eyes. It is the opposite of having brown eyes. If P is true, then not P, this negating statement here, must be false, unless I've got heterochromia, of course. But assuming that both of my eyes are the same colour, if P is true, not P would have to be false. So that's a negating statement. So I just want you to have a bit of a practice with these negating statements from page 386 to 388, exercise 9C. Pause the video here, and when you play it again, the answers are going to come up. So make sure you pause it before you start the exercise. Check your answers at the end when you're done.